Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a candle wax reading for the year 2023 for anyone who has sun, moon or rising in the sign of Scorpio. So if you're a Scorpio or there is a loved one who you would like to know how 2023 is going to be unfolded for them and they are Scorpio, this is a video that you might want to watch. I wanted to thank you all for supporting my channel during the past year. Those of you who have been following me for a while, thank you so much. And also you who just maybe saw this video and this is the first time that you're watching something from my channel, welcome and thank you. If you like the kind of work that I do, please subscribe if you like. And there are more videos that you might want to watch based on zodiac signs, and there are some other videos which are timeless and you can watch them anytime, and that's when you needed to hear those messages. um, I also want to thank everyone who requested for a private reading. If you are interested, you can find my contact information in the About tab on my channel. With that, let's start the reading and see what kind of messages we are going to receive for Scorpio in the year 2023. What is going to be the highlights? What do we need to know? What the energies are going to bring for us? And I'm going to also look at three major things that Scorpions need to know or focus on, or what the year will highlight that for them. I see that some of you are getting things done really quickly. Like there's a lot, your hands are going to be very busy in the beginning of the year. Some of you, if you had a problem with your hand or someone around you, they'll get they will be healed. Like their hands will be healed for some reason. If there was a problem, um, your hands are going to be busy. If you have been stopping, if you stopped working for some reason, you'll be back to work. And if you start, okay, if you stopped writing, for example, you will be starting over. Something that might have been painful for some reason needs to take its time. There might be some disruptions that started in the end of 2022 that might drag to 2023, but in general, I see a good energy for you to take things back in your control. Some of you might have lost control over something, or you thought so. Maybe that was not the case, but you thought that you have lost control and it was not as you expected. So that's also something that might be possible. Um, there's something that you need to share with some other people. Maybe there's a news that you need to share with others, or some gains and profits that comes to you. There's another person who thinks has a right. Again, if you are doing something with I don't know, like patents, protected like intellectual property and stuff like that, make sure you are doing the right thing. If you're doing something with a copyright, make sure that you are considering that. But there is something that you need to share with someone. It can also be a news, or maybe you know something and you need to tell that news to someone else who needs to know. Don't hide, or don't keep the information for yourself. um, some of you might be a little bit angry about something. I see your wrist is like a fist, and then you are ready to punch. There might be some anger or some leftover anger from last year, or something that happened and it's going to drag to the next year. At least in the beginning of the year, I see that energy that might come with you. Maybe the connection between these 2 years is very like very much strong for you, like, and maybe even 2023 will start while you're still busy with 2022. I want to say, like, maybe you're still the transition, it doesn't feel like a new beginning for you, a new year and everything. These things are very connected, or you're so busy that you don't get to completely understand like it's a new year and stuff like that. There are people who are on your thought. I don't know why you're thinking about people. If you work with people and cases and maybe patients, or somehow you are working with people, I see that you're taking a lot of you're taking home a lot of work related stuff and patients and faces. If you're a doctor, for example, you, I don't know, for some For some reason, there's some things that it takes your attention. But as I said, energies are dragging. You might be a little bit, or someone around you is a little bit upset, or they try to be in isolation. They want to be alone. If there's someone that they want to be alone, give them that time as much as appropriate, and let them be in the corner. If there's sometimes some people need some time, it could be you, or it could be someone around you. But this might give other people a little bit of anxiety. Specifically, if you are in a family, like your spouse or your child doesn't communicate and they want to be alone. I mean, for some time it's okay, but again, I see that someone wants to be by themselves. There's also someone who's giving others the silence treatment, which is very painful. If you are doing that to someone, that's very painful for that person, and it brings them a lot of anger and unhappiness. And if there's something doing it to you, again, the same, try to resolve. I don't see that you are, I see you're very busy, but I see you're keeping a lot of things into yourself. Maybe this year is a little bit, it's time that you see you can take a little bit, um, you can take things a little bit into your own hands. You think so, but I don't think if it's possible. You still need to be in communication with others. I need to help, get help. Some of you might be upset about something. For example, you didn't get a raise, or you were not recognized, or you didn't get what you wanted last year in 2022. And that's how you are like, okay, I'm just going to do the bare minimum, or I'm just going to give this person the silence treatment. They're not going to understand. Like something like that. You do that so that you can be happy, but to be honest, I don't see this will make you happy, and it doesn't really solve your problem. And because many people are watching, and this is a basic general reading, everyone should know what is their story and how it might resonate with them. But I think I sent the general message that the way that you isolate yourself indoors, like to punish someone, is not going to work, is not going to be helpful for you. There is someone who might ask an address or some direction from you. If you can help them, again, I see that you or someone, is either you or someone is doing it to you. They don't help others. They are like, okay, I'm just gonna stop. Like I didn't get what I want, so I'm just gonna stop and do my bare minimum. Someone might need direction, and if you can't provide them and you don't, you might really cause them an issue. They might be lost, or not like actually lost in the street, but also lost in the direction of life, and they might take a wrong path. Specifically, if you are a teacher or a mentor and you're upset with something else, like you didn't get a raise, don't like reflect that on your students, or don't let it show in your work. This face-to-face conversation, someone might try to sell you something. I see you are getting some awkward um, situation in your way, or maybe you are being tested. It might be a little bit of weird year, at least in the beginning, towards the middle of 2023. You might experience things that a little bit is on your nerves, but I see that this comes from the fact that you are not happy yourself. You are again not happy for something. You're relating everything else to that. I see a rabbit. There's a fast news coming, and you might get bigger family. You might be having spontaneous thoughts of having a baby or getting married. Be careful. Don't make yourself connect or committed to something that you're not sure if you can take care of it. Mm, I see that you need to double think things this year, a little bit more so than before. You usually, Scorpio, take time. You are usually like wise and secretive, and do your best to make sense of things. But I see here you're a little bit, I don't know if you're tired or your things are a little bit, you have a goal in your mind that is very important for you, and if it doesn't happen, you will get really upset, and then you might start just sacrificing other things and just letting other things go. Don't do that. Be a little bit more reasonable and rational. And I would say be thankful. I see that you don't have any health problem. Based health wise, I see your year very well. Actually, I see you might be doing some even more exercise, even some hardcore exercise than you usually do, more than that, which is actually good for you. So you have to be thankful. I think things are good. As I said, there's a general unhappiness that might reflect you, and it comes from the previous year. Someone might say no, or you might say no. You might stop someone to do something. Again, if it's reasonable and safe, by all means. But if it's just because you are not happy with something, don't try to stop other people. You might be a little bit in your Scorpion feelings, more so than last year, than 2022. You want to, I mean, see, some of the, for some of you, in some parts of this year, you might feel like my way or highway, like, and that, I don't know where that comes from. It can be different for different people. There's three, or maybe even four things that happen actually for you, but you put them in the side. I don't know what is the goal and center of your attention, that if you are so focused on that, and anything else, beyond that, you don't really care. Even if you have other success or other achievements, you don't see that big of a happy. It doesn't make you happy. You're really looking into one thing that you're very much focused. Try to let go. Try to be a little bit more open with the universe. Accept things as a gift, as a guidance, as a blessing. And don't be just focused on one thing that you really, really want. Sometimes, for some of us, the more we want something, the more they escape from us and they hide in a different direction. They just even go in a different direction. So have that in your mind. If there are children in need that you know and you can help them, that would be very good for you. It's gonna, maybe you get some opportunity to do that, even if it's as simple as a cashier asking you, would you like to donate to the hospital for children? And you would maybe say no. But if you have an opportunity and if you can, that's the opportunity. But not for all of us. We don't go to those places all the time so that we can get donations, but it might happen somewhere in a supermarket or something that we can help them. Lot of discussions. A lot of it is a repeat of what you are telling yourself. You have a lot of mind struggle. I don't know why. Some of you are starting a new business. I see maybe you are tailoring something. We are making dresses. It's in a fashion industry. Also, some of you might find your pair, the person that is your you will be a couple, the person who's your missing partner, or your even soulmate for some of you. Towards the end of the year 2023, things will get much better. Energies are much easier for you, Scorpio. As we get toward the end of the year, you're more rational. Maybe you found what you wanted. That's one thing that you aimed for. Or even if not, you get to live with that, or you learn how to be thankful and to continue even without what you want. I see a big growth for you, ideally. I mean, for your identity, for your, um, how can I say, like, for your ideals in the world. There's a beautiful eagle that is shaping here, with all these things that I can see. So by the end of the year, all these, I don't want to say struggles, but some of you will emotionally struggle. I don't see any problem for you, but as I said, you're just unhappy. But by the end of the year, that brings a lot of opening and a lot of power for you. Some of you will learn big lessons, and you will be a different person, a very much more powerful person. You build a strength, and I see actually you will gain power as well. Some of you will get a high ranking job. Maybe you get what you want finally by the end of the year, after a lot of up and down. Probably for some of you it might be easier. Some of you might be interested in literature and poetry, or you might start, some of you might have a travel or trip to China. I see a tea party. It might mean something for someone. You might be joining a tea party. There might be a book that you might read, or a movie that you will see, or documentary that will have a big effect on you. But again, as I said, towards the end of the year, there is a much better feeling for you. Things have been good for you, but you didn't maybe see it. There's money coming. Actually, I see an eagle that's bringing a big fish for you. That's really great. Is a powerful person or powerful position that is gonna be yours, and it will bring a lot of success for you and a lot of money. You might get a loan from an organization. For some of you, if you have high ranking jobs, you might get that big position in the party that you wanted. Maybe you're an ambassador, or you want a, I don't know, you are a candidate for something, it could be political, you will get what you want. You will insist so hard and they finally give it to you, and otherwise you will turn your back. And for some of you, with that organization or those people, if you turn your back, they're going to lose a lot of value. Even if you are working in a company or CEO or whatever role you have, they really count on you. They don't want you to lose. They don't want you to turn your back. On the other side, in love and family affairs, you are a big person. Like even if you're the mother, you're staying home mom, and you think like you're not providing for the family, but actually you are. And if you're not there one day, everything will collapse. And um, you have been very secretive, Scorpio, and you will be more so. Try to be a little bit more open. For some of you, as I said, things are going to be okay towards the end of the year, but it can be sooner than that if you start sharing your feelings and letting other people what you know, what you want, and how you feel. And that definitely would help them and, of course, you to get to what you want much more easier, faster, and painless, like more painless and pain free. Uh, there's a reunion with someone. There is some, I don't know if you have a pool in your home or in your complex, or there's a pool. I see a pool. Swimming is going to be very good for you. You need to relax yourself, and you might spend a lot of time, maybe go swimming or even fishing, something that relaxes your mind. uh, Energy of water is going to help you whenever you feel down this year. Scorpio, water is going to be your place. Like maybe you can have a I don't know, bath, a salt bath, or a bubble bath, and just let things go. If you are a little bit irritated or frustrated, it will help you, it will heal you. Also try to drink a lot of water. There is a little person. I saw that energy earlier, and I see it again. Someone, a little, like a small person, like I mean, a child probably, or a minor, might need your help, or a person who works for you, like it's like they report to you, or it's in your organization. They might need your help, and you can really help them and make a change in their life. Um, I don't know if you know about it, but I'm sure if you do, you won't ignore them. Someone is over drinking beer, or you might go somewhere and drink a lot of beer. It might be doing a travel. Some of you might travel to Germany or Europe for a festival or for a celebration. Um, Again, I see the symbols of trying to not see what is the truth. You're trying to hide things from your own eyesight. You don't want to, you, some of you are pretending that you don't know something, you don't want to know something, or you didn't see that. It can be anything. It depends on your situation. But there's a beautiful signature, very romantic. It can be a reunion for romance, or something that your love or partner will give it to you as a gift. It's going to be very nice. It can be a bag, or it can be gold or jewelry in a very beautiful bag. I see that it's a very beautifully wrapped a gift. Also, they can give you something which is very well um, prepared. And I don't see that you take anything easily. You are expecting, your expectations are high. You are not just going to be happy with anything. um, you have your expectation, you have set your expectation, and you want people to know that and to respect that. That's very important for you. And in the end, I see you can get it. Some of you is in a wedding or in your romance relationship, you're setting your expectations so high that they might seem unrealistic, but you will actually get that. So if you want to really, this is what you want, stick to your basically concepts, and you will get that. A little bit late, or maybe it takes a little bit time, but it will be yours. Well, I'm going to use now these cards and pull three cards and see what are the main three things that you need either to know or you need to focus on during 2023. Let's see if it can give us some direction. Wow. Yeah, the woman. There might be a love, romance, or a woman in your life that you basically respect, or you need to take their advice. You need to ensure that you are having good connection with this woman. That's very important. And the girl, there might be something that might somehow be difficult for you, expectations or things that people want you to do or want you to be, and you don't want to. Like specifically a mother-daughter situation, there might be some disagreements, specifically if you live with your mother or if you're a single mother, there might be some disagreement with your daughter. And the way that you want them to present themselves, that's not how they want. So be careful about these disagreements in presenting or in the way you are, but you have to open your eyes. As I said, there are things that they are in your eyesight, but you don't want to see them. You want to neglect them. You don't want to see them. You don't want to deal with them. Again, I can say that they could be that your mother or your children or someone around you, a person. I talked about a minor here. A person younger than you might need some help, or there's something that's not doing right. There's something that needs to be fixed, and you don't want to see that. You don't want to deal with that, at least for the first part of the year. And this is the highlight of the reading that's telling you you need to open your eyes, you need to consider that, and it's going to be important. Or this comes to your attention this year. There might be something in your relation with someone, maybe your best friend, your mother, your teacher, maybe your partner, that comes very highlighted in your vision, that you need to take care of that. You should not close your eyes, and you have to do something for it. Well, my dear Scorpio, that was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, stay blessed.